Okay, folks, we are back from a lunch, and if we think about what we've done so far, is we've just started to install the tools needed to mod Minecraft.
If you're speaking, oh, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I had my computer on mute. That's why I couldn't hear you. I am so sorry.
You're okay. Don't worry. So let's review what we've done so far, what we've seen so far, what we've done so far. We installed what was called the JDK, and the way to test that is if you went to the command prompt and typed in javac version, you got a response of Java 1.8. So that's the first thing that we all did this morning. The second thing that we all did this morning is we installed a tool called IntelliJ. And if you click on Start, you should have this IntelliJ Community Edition. And I can just go ahead and click on that and it'll open up. And this is our code editor that we're going to use. Okay, I don't really need this at the moment, but I'll come back to this. The third thing that we did is we created a folder on our desktop. And the name of this folder, I named it 1.16 tutorial. 1.16 tutorial mod, I would call it. And we downloaded an mdk.zip. And we extracted this. We clicked on extract all. And we extracted this zipped folder into another folder that is not a zipped folder. So you could see here, if I look at the file type, one is compressed. This is a compressed folder, and this is not a compressed folder. In fact, if we wanted to, we could delete the compressed folder, but, I'm not going to, but we could. Okay, and so this is kind of where we are at this point. We've got this Minecraft Forge uncompressed folder, and we're going to start working with this. This is a lot of the files that we're going to need to get Minecraft running on our computer. So this is where we are, and this is where I'm going to start doing things, is inside of this uncompressed file folder. Okay, so this is where you need to be on your computer when the time comes for you to do this work. Now on Windows, up here up at the top, you've got these tabs. What I need everyone to do is click on, when it's your turn to do this, click on this View tab, and you're going to see this File Name Extensions. By default, this is not going to be checked. And you can see what that does. If I look at my files are just their file names. But if I click on this box, you can see that all of the extensions pop up. These .txts, .bat. So I want to make sure that this checkbox is checked. File name extensions. Again, what I did was I clicked on the View tab and I checked file name extensions. Okay, so I can see the file types. Now, what I'm going to do from this point is I'm going to create a batch file. And how I'm going to create a batch file is I'm going to right click in this empty space. So I'm inside this folder. I'm going to right click in an empty space. And I'm going to say new text document. And you can see when I say new text document, I've got a file name and a file extension. I'm going to delete it all. And I'm going to call this setup. I'm going to hit the .bat. And I'm going to hit enter. Now this is a very important prompt. If you didn't get this prompt, you want to redo those last steps. Because it says, if you change an extension, the file might become unusable. Are you sure you want to change it? And I'm going to click yes. And you can see what actually happens here. It goes from a text document to a Windows batch file. So this needs to say Windows batch file for this to work. And in order for it to say batch file, you just had to go through those steps and rename the file extension. Okay, so at this point, let me pause the recording because I think I got some questions. So we have this Windows batch file. And what I'm going to do is you need to right click this batch file and click on edit. And when you do that, it opens up a notepad. And we're going to put one command in here. Let me minimize this so you can see it. Now the command that we're going to put in here, you're going to get from the Forge documentation. So we left off on this website. I'm going to click on the documentation. And you click on Getting Started and Home. And the command that I'm looking for is kind of in the middle of the page right here. It's called gradlu gen for generate IntelliJ runs. And so this is going to allow us to launch Minecraft from within IntelliJ. Okay, so again, what I did was I'm just going to retake these steps. Like, let's just say we're back on Google. And we search for Minecraft Forge. And this is the page that we were on. I'm going to click on Documentation. Then I'm going to click on Getting Started. Then I'm going to click on Home. I'm going to scroll down to this file, this command right here. I'm going to highlight it. Again, it's gradlu gen IntelliJ runs. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that into my batch file. Just click on Save. Click on File, Save. So we have a setup.bat. It's got one command in it, and I'm going to click on Close. Now at this point, I should be able to run my batch file. If I click on Open, if I've done this correctly, you can see it says downloading. And this might take a little bit of time. I got this Windows security alert. I'm going to click on Allow Access. And you could see this little timer is ticking up, which is good. When I've done this before, it's taken a few minutes. I know depending on the speed of your computer, it could take longer. I've got a fairly fast computer, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen instantly. Okay, that finished. And so now where I'm at is I'm gonna try and actually get Minecraft to run now. Because it downloaded all the files that I would need. And if I've got this correct, I should be able to run Minecraft from within IntelliJ. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to open up IntelliJ. And again, for right now, if you guys would just be watching along, and then you can follow along when I get this on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to click on Open. And I need to browse to my desktop. Now, my user that I'm logged in as is this user called admin. So I need to go to admin. So if I expand admin under my users, then I should be able to go to my desktop. Then I should be able to expand the 1.16 tutorial mod. And there's the Forge folder. This is the folder that I want to click OK on. So I had to browse to my Forge folder. And I'm going to click on to trust the project. And it should download, it should take a minute to open. We might have to download some extra files in here.
So I have a question. Is this to run Minecraft or to mod it?
We're going to do both. What I'm first going to do is I'm going to get Minecraft to run, and then I'm going to get to the point where I'm modding it. Okay, so I'm going to close this what's new in IntelliJ. And you can see it says this Gradle started 5 seconds. You know, this is, again, it's kind of doing a sync here. So that's what I was saying, and it might need to download some more files. Build successful, so that's good. Again, this is just all automated. Once I open the folder, this is all automatically happening. You got to be patient with it because just as soon as you think it's hung up, it wasn't doing anything for a while and then it keeps running. So again, I've got a fast computer and mine's going, it's been 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There it goes. Last time I didn't get past rename. Being patient is the hardest part. So again, I haven't done anything other than open the folder. And this process, this syncing process started up automatically. And I'm just waiting for this syncing process to finish.
That's the last thing we're gonna do today.
This is the last thing that I want to get done today. Now, if we can get ahead, then we'll get ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go copy in the video because I kind of didn't like understand step one. So when the video comes out, I'm gonna watch that and follow the instructions.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, the whole point is just to kind of watch it the first time and then follow along the second. It's been 7 minutes so far. Going on 8. I'm going to pause the recording because it's not really useful right now, so I'm going to pause. As soon as I paused, it continued on. So we're at about 10 minutes. The sync is taking about 10 minutes. So we are still progressing. We are at.
Wait, can you tell me the steps real quick while I do this? So what's step 1?
We are at 12 minutes and 42 seconds when it finished. Colin, you're asking for step 1.
Yes, with the files.
Let me go ahead and finish this video and we'll go back over step 1 for you, okay? Just hang tight for me. Okay, the sync is finished. Okay, sync is finished, and this is going to be kind of the end of this video because I know a lot of people want to catch up. And so I'm going to stop this video here. Once the sync finished, you should be able to get to this example mod.java. Okay, and let me show you where this is at, and then this will be the end of the video, and this is how you'll know the sync finish. I got a little green check mark next to the sync. So that took me 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. And so the way to get to the actual file is under source. You can expand source, and you expand main, then you expand Java, and then you see com.example mod. There's example mod right here. And this is the file that we're going to start making changes to. Okay, so that's going to be the stopping point for this video. So far so good. Now we'll get everyone caught up.